These two things right here are called solid rocket boosters. And when they designed the solid rocket booster for the space shuttle, they wanted to make them a lot wider than they are, but they had to make them that width. Why? Because the manufacturer had to take them by train from the plant to the VAB, that's the Vehicle Assembly Building in Florida. They had to go through this tunnel, this railway tunnel. Now, these rails here are 4 feet, 8.5 inches thick. Why? And so the tunnel is just made to go around that. Why is it that distance? Why? Why is it so close? Well, because the rails made in the United States were made by the people that made the rails in England. And the people who made the rails in England, the guys that designed the railroads, were also the people that did the trolley rails. They used the same tools. Why did the people that used the trolley rails use that measurement? Well, those people did it based on the wagons of the time. And the wagons of the time were based on all these roads around England that have all these big ruts in them. Why do they have these big ruts? Well, these roads were made by, guess who? The Romans. Why did they make the roads with that kind of rut? That was based on a Roman war chariot, because they had to get their armies around to conquer the world and subjugate people, right? And how did they decide to make the wheelbase of a Roman war chariot that size? Well, because that's about the approximate width of 2 horses' asses. So, what do we learn from this? That the most sophisticated piece of machinery up until that point in mankind's history, with billions of working parts, costing billions of dollars to launch, taking humanity to places they've never been, to do things they've never done, is based on 2 horses' asses. So what's T4? T4 is focus on your approach to the problem. Don't overcomplicate things. And don't do them the same way just because that's the way it's always been done.